Hey, I've got a question for you. It revolves around phone call etiquette. My name is Chris Johnson. What do you do if you get a fucking call, but they don't leave a fucking message, no voicemail, they don't fucking send you a text, no like email, no follow-up, right? That's what I do in those situations. Fucking nothing. Like if you fucking call my ass and you don't leave a message, you don't send me a text telling me what the fuck is going on, I'm going to assume that that's not important and I'm not going to return that goddamn call. Because I'm not walking into a fucking phone call blind here. I'm not going to just like call somebody if I don't know what the fuck we're going to be talking about. Because then we could be talking about anything. I don't need to be thinking of shit to say. Like I'm an anxious guy. Like one of my biggest fucking fears is being involved in the conversation and not knowing what the fuck to say. I feel that all the time. I know what you're thinking. You've done almost 500 fucking podcast episodes and you just run your fucking mouth all the time. And if I know you, you probably think like, motherfucker, you talk to me, you never shut your fucking mouth. Look, I get it. I understand that. But just know that I'm nervous about it. I'm always nervous about it. Like, what if we don't have anything to talk about? Like, what am I going to say? What if I run out of things to say? I'm always worried about running out of things to say. So I don't want to get myself into a conversation where I have no fucking clue where it could go. Part of the reason I don't talk on the fucking phone. At least if it's a fucking text message, you can just shoot the text, you can read it, you can respond to that whenever the fuck you want. It's not as much energy as being involved in a fucking phone conversation. It's more fucking nerve-wracking for me to be on the fucking phone. My mom was notorious for that shit. She used to do this stuff all the time. Like she'd call, she wouldn't leave a message, and she wouldn't send me a text. And then like later on, it'd be like, well, mom called you about it, but you never fucking, you never answered, so we just did whatever the fuck. We're like, dude, if it was fucking important, then fucking tell me. You can just fucking tell me. Like, why am I going to answer the goddamn phone call? Like, why the fuck am I expected to answer the goddamn call? The fucking, the whole fucking onus shouldn't be on me here. I'm going to tell you the genesis of this. So this happened to me recently. Like, I haven't talked to somebody for a long time. I can't remember, like, the exact timeline. But, like, let's just say it was, like, December, right? So it's, like, 3 months ago, right? So I haven't talked to somebody for, like, 3 months. And then, like, a month and a half later, I got, like, a random phone call from them, like, in the middle of the day when I was sleeping. But I got no voicemail and no text message. So I just looked at it and I was like, it's fucking odd. Like, I don't know. I wonder what the fuck this was about. But I didn't give a shit enough about it to return the fucking phone call. If I'm at a certain level with you and I see a missed call, I will probably call you back. Or at least text you to figure out what the fuck was going on. But like, if we're in like a weird stage or I don't talk to you that much, shit like that, like I don't know what to do. Even if it's somebody that I used to talk to a ton. Like, let's say I used to talk to somebody a ton, and then I just stopped talking to them for whatever fucking reason. Just shit, like, evolves, right? And then they fucking call, like, I don't know what to say anymore. You know what I mean? Like, what am I going to say now? So I didn't return that call. And this was about, like, a month and a half ago at this point. But I was talking to somebody, they were like, yeah, they're expecting you to return the call. I was like, what? What are you fucking talking about? They're like, yeah, well, they said that they called you, and they're expecting you to call back. After 2 months? Or however long it's been? Are you out of your fucking mind? Like, I'm not returning that goddamn call. I've already made the fucking decision to not return that call. Like, what's the time frame where you don't hear back from somebody when you just assume, like, they're not returning that fucking call? Like, if it's a text, you might give it a day or two. People forget about fucking texts. But, like, if it's a phone call and somebody doesn't call you back, like, what is it, a week? Like, maybe a week. Maybe you give them a week. Yeah, shit gets busy. You fucking forget. But, like, after the fucking week, if you haven't heard, like, a fucking call or text, I got fucking news for you. I ain't fucking calling you back. How the fuck can you return a call that happened fucking 2 months ago? Like, at that point, you're not returning the call anymore. It's a brand new call. Once the fucking, like, week goes by, or 2 weeks, or however fucking long you determine, it's no longer the same goddamn call. It's a fucking new call. The call from 2 months ago is fucking over and fucking done with. That call's not even on my fucking mind. It's not on my radar, for Christ's sake. Am I alone in this? Am I the only one who thinks this way? I asked somebody about it. I'm like, hey, what do you think about this? Like, if somebody calls you and they don't leave a message, who do you call back in this situation? They're like, well, maybe if it was like my sister, my mom or whatever the fuck. She gave me like a couple examples of like people like really close to them. And then they were like, well, why don't you just call them back? I don't want to call them back. That's the fucking thing. I don't want to call them back. Listen, if I wanted to call them back, I'd fucking call them back. I know I'm able to call them back. I got a fucking phone here, for Christ's sake. It works. I pay my goddamn bills. I could easily call back. Look, I'm aware that I can fucking call back, okay? Like, I know I'm capable of doing it. I just don't know what to fucking say. What are we going to talk about right now? Look, if you look through the contact section of your fucking phone, how many people right now would you be willing to dial and have a conversation with? Honestly, how many? Like, for me, it's 0. For you, maybe, 3? If that? Come on, man. Be honest with yourself. I bet you for a lot of people, it's fucking zero. I'm guessing 50% it's fucking zero. 50%. Easy fucking zero. Maybe another 40%, like 2 people. But in most situations, like, you don't have to fucking talk on the phone right now. Sometimes even if I get like a text message, I'm like, I don't have the energy to respond to this. You know who's fucking famous for that? The fucking judge. This motherfucker, like, you can text the judge. The judge will get to you when he has the energy to get to you. Nitz McGee was telling me one day that, like, his fucking sister can text him and he won't even fucking open it. She's like, dude, it's your sister. Like, what if it's important? He's like, nah, I'm not ready yet. I totally fucking understand that. Although if it was important, I probably would fucking dial it. But listen, Judge has got his own fucking way of doing things. I always automatically assume that people don't want to talk to my fucking ass. So, like, if I shoot a fucking text or call somebody and I don't hear back, within a couple days, I just assume, like, that's not gonna fucking happen. It's fucking dead. It's over and fucking done with. Here's another fucking game for you. Look at the contact list on your phone. How many of those are your actual friends? And how many of them are just fucking random numbers? I got a local weatherman on my phone. We've never fucking texted. Well, one time he sent me a picture of a fucking dildo. I think I still have the text. I haven't talked to him in forever. I used to talk to him when I worked at the fucking radio station. He sent me a picture of a pink dick. I got a fucking old hockey analyst in my phone. You know how many times we fucking talked? Zero. Well, I guess what I'm saying is you got a lot of fucking dead weight in that phone. Anyway, I'll be back Sundays and Wednesdays. That's when new podcast episodes come out. Podbean's the host of the cast. Every goddamn episode's there. I'm on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Twitter at Johnson Hates You, Instagram at Maybe 5 Minutes, and in my Facebook timeline.